welcome back to my channel. I'm Barbara and today we're going to be discussing some fragrances from this sampler set from the House of the Seven Virtues. It's called Make Perfume Not War. We have 7 fragrances to review here, so I'm going to try to not make this too long, so let's go ahead and jump in. We are going to start with one of my favorites, and it's Vanilla Woods. This was love at first sniff. It is a simple vanilla, but it's very comforting. It's not too sweet. It's a very realistic vanilla, and at the beginning you get a lot of the woodiness, but then after probably like 30 minutes or an hour, the woodiness kind of disappears, if I'm honest with you, and you are left with a very comforting, very pleasant vanilla. I'm going to read you the main accords and the notes for Vanilla Woods. The main accords are vanilla, of course, sweet, caramel, amber, powdery, fruity, and balsamic. To me, it's not too fruity at all. I mostly get the vanilla, maybe a little bit of caramel. And for the notes, the top notes is pear. I don't get the pear on this fragrance at all. And in the middle notes you have rose. I don't get much of the rose either, so if you're not a fan of rose scents, you are safe with this one. And in the base notes you have vanilla, caramel, and amber, and those are the notes that stand out to me for the whole life of the fragrance. Okay, this is not an in-your-face fragrance. It's very safe for every day. If you are into vanilla type scents, I think this is a blonde by safe fragrance. Moving on, we are going to talk about Santal Vanille. This is another vanilla fragrance, and it's interesting because I bought this set because of this fragrance. Right, I was going to blind buy this, okay? And luckily I didn't, and I'm glad I bought this sample set instead, because I didn't like it. I didn't like Santal Vanille. It's let me rephrase. I like it, but not for me. For me, this is a very unisex fragrance, and it leans masculine in my opinion. I would love to smell this on a man. I would love to smell this on my husband, but not on me. It's not very feminine. So if you are into girly feminine fragrances, this is not gonna be for you. If you like more unisex fragrances, I think you will like this. So let me get into the main accords and the notes just to give you like the whole picture. So the main accords for Santal Vanille are woody, warm, spicy, powdery, amber, vanilla, balsamic, aromatic, fresh, spicy, and sweet. Yes, it's very woody, and it's very spicy, and it has some citrusy in it, and the performance of this fragrance is very good. I think it's, out of all the 7 fragrances that I have in this set, this one is the one with the best performance. Like, it projects so well and it lasts longer than all the other ones, okay? So in that aspect, this one is very good. But from the moment you spray it and during the dry down also, you are going to get a lot of woody notes mixed with some citrus notes, and that's not gonna go away. So the vanilla and the sweetness from the vanilla, I don't get much of it at all. So I was a little bit disappointed because I love vanillas and I didn't get much of it with this fragrance. So the top notes, you have cardamom, myrrh oil, Indian pepper, and coconut milk. I don't get a lot of coconut milk here. In the middle notes, you get vanilla, olibanum, and cedar. you are going to get a lot of that cedar wood there. And in the base notes, you're gonna get Madagascar sandalwood, cashmere, and cacao. Those are the standout notes in this fragrance: the sandalwood, the cashmere, and the cacao. It's I'm sorry, it's very strong in that sense, and that's why it leans a little bit more masculine to me. It's a good one. I don't think this is a safe blonde buy, so try it first. That's what I would recommend with this one. Now we're gonna talk about Blackberry Lily. This is such a cute fragrance. It's very good for spring and summer, and the blackberry is the standout note of this fragrance. It's very fruity, very sweet. You're gonna get that blackberry all throughout, so if you don't like berries in your fragrance, you are not going to like this. But if you do, I think you will enjoy it a lot. So the main accords for this one are fruity, white floral, aromatic, woody, green, sweet, caramel, floral, soft, spicy, and rose. I don't get a lot of the rose there, but it's definitely very fruity, green, aromatic. Yes, all of those I think are on point. That is how this fragrance smells. It's a very good spring and summer fragrance. Like I said, is if you are a fruity fragrance type of girl or guy, I think you will love this. Let me fix my lighting. I think it's getting a little bit dark around here. The notes for Blackberry Lily are going to be, of course, blackberry, blackcurrant, and lily. And I think those will stay all the way throughout the life of this fragrance. They're never gonna leave you, okay? The middle notes are lily of the valley, Davana, rose, and magnolia. And in the base, you're gonna have caramel, Haitian vetiver, cedar, amber, Egyptian pelargonium, I'm sorry, and patchouli. I don't get a lot of the caramel, and I don't get a lot of the patchouli, maybe a little bit just to ground that sweetness from the fragrance. But like I said, you're not gonna pick it up that much. To me, the main notes of this fragrance, it's the berries at the top, okay? So it's a very fun one, very girly, bright fragrance. I like it. So moving on, we are going to talk about Jasmine Neroli. I did not like this one. It's the main accords are white floral and amber, and it's very white floral forward. I like white florals, but not when they are overpowering. They can give me a little bit of a headache, so I didn't like this one for that reason. I couldn't even try it on my skin because it wasn't for me. You have neroli as a top note. In the middle you have jasmine and honeysuckle, and in the base you have amber and labdanum. So yeah, if you love white flowers, then this is for you. But if you don't like white flowers, or you're kind of like me, like you like them but not when they're in your face, you're not gonna like this. Next one, we have patchouli citrus. This one, it's special. I think you need to like patchouli to like this fragrance, because you are going to pick it up from the beginning. However, it's a fresh, clean patchouli. It's not too heavy, but if you don't like patchouli, you're not gonna like this at all, okay? So the main accords for this one are gonna be citrus, fresh, spicy, woody, aromatic, earthy, mossy, fruity, warm, spicy, patchouli, and floral. And yeah, I agree with those. Even though the patchouli can be a little bit dark, in this fragrance it manages to be fresh and a little bit bright. I don't know how they did that, but yeah, it's a fresh patchouli. In the notes, you have bergamot, mandarin orange, black pepper, peach, and cassis, or cassis in your top notes. In the middle notes, you have rose, geranium, peony, jasmine, and in the base notes, you have moss, patchouli, cedar, amber, and sandalwood. It is a strong fragrance. I haven't worn this throughout a whole day, but just because I think it's too strong for this time of the year. Where I live is too hot. It's not summer yet, but it's summer here. It's pretty hot, so I wouldn't wear this during this time of the year. So if you like patchoulis and fresh fragrances, I think you would like this. It's not a safe blind buy. I think you will need to try it first. We have Rose Amber. If you like rose fragrances, I think you'll like this one. The rose is right there, front and center. Here, you're gonna get it from the beginning to the end, okay? The main accords for this one are rose, woody, aromatic, amber, warm, spicy, powdery, soft, spicy, vanilla, earthy, and floral. I don't get a lot of vanilla here. I just mainly get the rose, the woodiness, yes, and the amber. To me, it smells exactly like the name, rose amber. It's very straightforward. You need to like rose scents to like this fragrance. I don't think it's a safe blind buy because I think it's a very realistic rose, and I think people will love it or hate it. In the top notes, you have pink pepper, davana, cassis, neroli, and bergamot. In the middle, you have rose, cinnamon, lavender, orris, and jasmine. And in the base, you have amber, vanilla, patchouli, sandalwood, and vetiver. So yeah, now that I'm looking at those base notes, you are going to get some of the sandalwood and the patchouli as well. So if you like, you need to like rose, patchouli, that mix, you need to like this to be able to wear this fragrance. It's a strong one. I think it will project, it will last, but I think it's targeted to a very specific type of customer, if that makes sense. The final one is also one of my favorites, and this one is Lotus Pear. The main accords is fruity, white floral, sweet, aquatic, lactonic, rose, fresh, spicy, and ozonic. This one is so yummy. When you spray it, you get that bright, juicy pear, and then you get the aquatic notes, and it's sweet without being sticky or sickly. It's so fun and delicious to wear during spring and summer. If you like fresh pear notes with aquatic notes, I think this is it's gonna be really, really good. The notes at the top, you have pear and peach. In the middle, you have gardenia, lotus, rose, orange blossom, and jasmine. And in the base, you have geranium. So yeah, that pear and that peach, not so much the peach, but the pear is gonna stay all the way throughout the life of the fragrance. And like I said, it's just so aquatic and just so refreshing and bright. This, like I said, is one of my favorite ones. I would love to wear this during the summer because it's so fresh and delicious. So yeah, those are all of the 7 scents from the 7 virtues Make Perfume Not War Peace Discovery set. And just to summarize, my favorite ones are Lotus Pear, Vanilla Woods, and Blackberry Lily. I would not go anywhere near Jasmine Neroli. and Santal Vanille, just because this is just not my speed. Other than that, I think these are beautiful fragrances. I think the company stands for such beautiful values. All of their ingredients are ethically sourced, and they always try to give back to their communities where they get their ingredients from. So yeah, I will totally recommend trying this brand and either one of those fragrances that I just talked to you about. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and until next one.